What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Night YouTube channel. In today's video, guys, we're doing a playthrough of Crypt Crawler and Crypt Crawler Quest. Let's go ahead and hop right into it, guys. We're going to set the tins off to the side and get into the playthrough. I hope you guys are doing well today, man. I always love playing some Crypt Crawler, dude, so I hope you guys are enjoying these Crypt Crawler playthrough videos. So here we go with another one, man. We're going to get a new character set up, so we're going to get a random race. Let's go ahead and roll. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then if we roll a 5 or a 6, we're going to re-roll. And we got a 5, so we'll re-roll. We got a 4, and we're going to play as either a dark elf or a dwarf once again. This is kind of crazy. I'm going to set the others off to the side. If we get a 1, 2, or 3, we're going to be a dark elf. And if we get a 4, 5, or 6, we're going to be a dwarf. I kind of hope we get a dwarf, because we were a dark elf last time. Okay, cool. We got a 6, so we're going to get to play as a dwarf this time. Get to change it up. I feel like I don't play as the dwarf very often, so this ought to be cool. And then he's got that really high toughness, dude. 2 toughness. We'll check out the rest of his stats here in a second. We're going to go ahead and roll again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we got a 1, so we're going to be either a blood mage or a cleric. Okay, that's pretty interesting. We'll set these other cards off to the side. We got a 1, 2, or 3 for the blood mage, 4, 5, or 6 for the cleric. And we got a 1, so we're going to be a dwarf blood mage. Dude. Very odd pairing there. Okay, pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get our character set up, man. So he's going to have a candle as his starting gear. So we've got the candle here, and the candle says that you may discard this card to lower your movement tracker by 3 steps. So that is pretty good. Okay, we'll hang on to that. So of course, you know, as we're traveling through the dungeon, you're going to be increasing your footstep tracker as your lantern burns out. But with the candle, it provides us a little bit of extra light. So you get to lower your footstep tracker by 3 to sort of emulate that or simulate that. We've got a staff and a shawl as our starting items for the blood mage. So we've got the staff here. It does 1, 2, and 2 damage. Kind of weak. It's a little bit on the weak side. And then we've got the shawl as our starting armor. This one is actually fantastic. It's a little bit on the strong side for starting armor. Gives you 1 toughness, 1 armor class, and it's got 3 durability. Very, very good. There we go. So we'll put 3 on this guy here. And yeah, the low toughness is made up for by the fact that it's got that high, or that gives you an extra armor class. So our armor class is going to go up to 5, dude. That is crazy. That is crazy, because the dwarf already has a very high armor class of 4. He's like a boss, basically, because the bosses have 4 armor class. But now we go up to 5 when we've got the shawl attached to us. We're going to have 14 HP to start with. So we'll set that to 14. We're going to have 2 innate armor, and then plus the 1 armor from our shawl, or toughness, rather. We've got 1 strength. We've got 2 speed, very, very slow. We're going to get to attack second most of the time. We've got 7 stamina. That's what it's called, stamina. We've also got 7 fear threshold, so fairly low fear threshold. But we start with 1 food and 2 gold, which is above average starting money and food there. There we go. 1 food and 2 gold. Awesome. Okay, cool, guys. And then as a blood mage, we can learn the skills Masochist, Purge, and Siphon at 5, 12, and 19 experience points. And I believe we're ready to go, guys. We got our lantern over here lit and ready to go. We're going to shuffle up the dungeon deck, and we're going to get a random map for our first level here. Also, we're going to set this to level 1, and we're playing on the classic difficulty. So whatever dungeon level we're on, that's the number of modifier cards the enemies will have on that level. So on level 1, they'll have 1. Level 2, they'll have 2 modifiers, so on and so forth. Up to 5 modifiers on level 5. Just super nasty. Let's hope that we don't have to go all the way down to level 5. Let's hope that we can get out of here well before then. So we've got our first dungeon layout here. We're going to use the lantern meeple. I'm going to set that here on the stairs. And we're going to put the key over here in the key room, and we're ready to go, guys. I believe we're ready to go. I think we're ready to go. I don't think we're missing anything here. No, we're not. We're ready to go. Let's go ahead and take our first step into the dungeon, into a yellow triangle room. And what do we have? We've got a warlock as the first enemy. And you know what? That's a lot of soul fragments. We're going to fight him, dude. We are going to fight this warlock. He's on the other side of the rat. Yes. And he's only going to get the 1 modifier card. He's got 7 HP, no toughness, 1 strength. He's got 4 speed. He is faster than us, twice our speed. He attacks first. He needs a 5 or better to hit. He misses. Let's go. The shawl already paying off. The dwarf needs a 3 or better to hit this guy, and we hit him. We roll a 4 for damage, so we're doing 2 plus 1 is 3 damage. He's got no toughness, but he does have 7 health, so we're going to drop him down to 4 HP. like so. Okay, the Warlock is going to retaliate here. He misses again. I'm loving this high armor class, guys. We're going to attack. We need 3 or better. We hit, dude. Double freaking 6s, man. Let's go. So we're going to do 2. Plus 1 is 3. And I'm going to spend 1 stamina to bump it up to 4. And we're going to take down the Warlock. Let's go. Easy peasy. We get 2 experience points. Amazing. We get 2 soul fragments. Amazing. We get a gold. So we're up to 3. And we get a loot chest. What a good way to start the dungeon, guys. Start this adventure. We got a 2. We get plus 2 food. Holy dudes, let's go. Okay, before we continue into the next room, I am going to eat a food. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to eat it yet, just in case we run into poison. I'm going to leave it there. Let's go ahead and move into this next room, green circle room. I do need to remember to eat my food, though, before we leave the level. We got plus 1 fear, a zombie, and a campsite. I think I'm going to push my luck. I don't want the fear. Oh, man, into a troll, guys. Okay, well, starting off hot and heavy. This might be bad. It could be good, though, too, because if we kill the troll, we're going to get a rare loot. So now's the time to go for those. I do feel like, and I mentioned this in my tips and tricks video for Crypt Crawler, which if you haven't seen that, I recommend checking that out. If you want some cool tips and tricks on how to optimize your wins in the game. One of the things that I mentioned in that video is that it could be a good idea to go troll and demon hunting on level 1 and just keep pushing your luck, hoping that you run into a troll or a demon early on, because that's when they're the easiest to kill. And if you can pick up a really good, like, rare weapon or something, you'll be pretty set for the rest of the dungeon. Obviously, you could still lose, but it gives you a little bit of an edge. So we're going to go ahead and try to fight this troll. He's got 2 speed. His speed is equal to ours, so he actually still gets to attack first. He needs a 5 or better, and he rolls a 6. No way, dude. That sucks, guys. So he does 4 damage to us. We're going to block 1 with the shawl and 2 with our innate armor. So we actually only take 1 damage. Okay, not too bad. And then this gets knocked down to 2. Man, the shawl is amazing. We're going to go ahead and attack. That might be the best starting, you know what? We're keeping that. We're keeping that 6 that just fell out of my hand. That might be the best starting item right there for armor. Best starting armor. Okay, I know I dropped this one a 6, but you know what? I'm keeping it, guys. We rolled it. So we get to hit him for 2 here. So that's going to be 1 plus 1 is only 2 damage, and he's got 2 armor. So this isn't going to be very good. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 and bump it up to 5 damage. Minus his 2 armor is 3 damage, and we put him down to 4. We're going to end up eating through all of our stamina to kill this guy. If we kill him, the troll attacks. He misses. We need a 4 or better to hit. We got him again for the least amount of damage again, only 2. I'm going to spend all 3 again. That's going to drop him down to 1 HP. And we're out of stamina. So we have to roll a 4, 5, or a 6 to damage him now in order to kill him. He attacks. He misses. He needs 5 or better. We attack. We need 4 or better to hit. We didn't get it. We did roll a 5, though. I'm actually going to spend a lucky coin to bump this 3 up to a 4. So we hit him, and then we roll a 5 for damage. So 2 plus 1 is 3, minus his 2 toughness is 1 damage, and we took down the troll, guys. And we only took 1 damage from him, which is amazing. We did get our shawl kind of scuffed up, but you know what? It's okay. We're going to gain 3 experience points, and that puts us at 5 already. We just unlocked our first skill, Masochist. It says, once per battle, when an enemy inflicts damage to you and reduces your HP, you gain 1 strength until the end of the combat. That is really good considering our strength, our innate strength is fairly low. We gain 3 soul fragments, so we're already up to 5 soul fragments, and we gain 3 gold and a rare loot. Dang, dude, trolls are amazing. They drop so much loot and XP and fragments. Let's see what we get. Our first loot of the game, a rare loot on the second enemy. A 17. What is that? Is that Trouble Shield? Are we actually going to get to use it for once? It's Juice's Justice. Oh my god, we're about to destroy everything in here, dude. We got Juice's Justice. Oh, baby, this weapon's so strong. It's 2-handed, which means we're not going to be holding any shields, including Trouble Shield. Sorry, Trouble. One day, dude, one day. It does 4 damage. I've told the backstory about this before. Let me know down in the comments below if you know the backstory for the damage I'll put on this card. So yeah, 4 physical damage if we roll a 1 through a 5. And then if we roll a 6, 4 burn damage. This thing is insane, dude. I mean, it is a rare 2-handed weapon, a big hammer. So yeah, it's going to put out a lot of damage. We basically have the hammer from Super Smash Bros. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's just like flying back and forth and whatever you hit just goes flying off the map. That's basically what we got here with the dwarf. All right, dude, we are hooked up and ready to go. That was amazing. Also, an odd pungent odor permeates the air. Toxic gas is seeping into the room. Okay, let's go ahead and roll. We rolled a 3 plus 2 poison. Okay. So it's going to start at 7 and then move down 1 to 6 right there. Okay. So a little unfortunate that we got poisoned, but you know, it is what it is, guys. We got freaking juices justice. I'm okay with it. Okay, before we continue, I'm going to eat all 3 of my food and go 1, 2, 3, up to 3 stamina like so. And we're good to go, guys. Let's continue to walk through the dungeon and just bop everything on the head with this juices justice. We got a yellow triangle room. There's a gold in the room. You know what? Sure. I'll take a gold. I'll snag up a gold and the key as well while I'm here. Thank you very much. We're going to spend another movement. And I'm going to go down into this yellow triangle room. And we got a spider, a hag, and a shrine. Now, you know what? I don't really want to have to deal with these 2 enemies to get to the shrine, but I really want to get to the shrine, so we're going to do it. So we're going to fight this spider. It's only a level 1 spider, a lowly level 1 spider. It is fast as lightning. It attacks first. It needs 5 or better to hit. It misses. We attack. We need 2 or better to hit. We hit for 4. Plus 1 is 5. It's got no toughness and 5 health. It's dead. We gain 2 experience points. We gain 1 soul fragment, but we're maxed out. We gain a gold, and we get a loot pouch. And inside the pouch is a potion. And what kind of potion is it, guys? It is a 3. It is a speed potion. Nice. You may discard this card to increase your speed by 2 until the end of a battle. That is really good, considering we are a slowpoke with only 2 speed over here. Cool, and I believe that that is it for the spider. Now we need to fight this hag. So the hag's pet spider has been vanquished. She is not too pleased by this. She is going to retaliate on behalf of the spider. And let's see what she's got here. She's got 6 speed. She attacks first. She completely misses with snake eyes. We need anything but a 1 to hit her. We roll snake eyes. What are the chances? She rolls. She misses because she needs a 5. Dude, our armor class is insane, guys. We've got low health, but we've got insane armor class. We hit her. We're doing 4 plus 1 is 5. She's got no toughness and 4 health. She is dead. We gain 1 XP. We would gain a soul fragment, but we're maxed out. She doesn't drop any gold. She does drop a common loot, and it is a 10. Is that a dagger? I think that's the dagger. And we're not going to want a dagger. It is the dagger. No, you know what? I think I'm going to keep Juice's Justice, believe it or not. I don't want your dagger. Thank you very much. And then there is a shrine in the room. So guys, we're going to combine all 5 of our crystals, and our fragments rather, to make a crystal. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll re-roll if it's a 6. It is a 1, and we get the Sapphire Soul Crystal. There we go. Getting the blue one first again. We're going to put this over this way and continue on, guys. 4th room of the dungeon, we've got a rare weapon and a soul crystal. This is going amazingly well so far. We're going to go down into this green circle room. And what do we find? A goblin and a well. There's also a shrine. We're not going to be able to interact with it, but let's take down this little goblin. He has no clue what's about to happen to him. It's going to be like a Gallagher show, front row at a Gallagher show here. He attacks first. He completely misses with snake eyes, dude. What are these enemies doing in here, dude? We attack. We need anything. Oh, we need I was going to say anything but a 1. We need a 3 or better. We hit him. 1, so we're dealing 4 plus 1 is 5 damage. Minus his 2 toughness is 3, and he's got 3 health, and he is dead. We gain 1 XP. We gain 1 soul fragment. We gain 1 gold, and we gain a loot pouch. And it is 3 plus 1 food. Very nice. Also, a cobblestone well is situated in the corner of the room. What could be down there? I don't know. Let's find out, guys. We rolled a 5, 2 gold, and a food. So we're maxed out on gold. We can't hold any more in our gold pouch. We get another food. And then there's that shrine that we cannot interact with. So before we move on to the next room, I'm going to eat 2 food. And I'm going to gain 2 stamina and go up to 5. So yeah, you can see the power of getting a rare weapon early on is insane. That's why I was saying sometimes it's a good idea to try to push your luck on the first level and try to go troll or demon hunting. And hopefully if they don't tear you to shreds, you can get your hands on a really powerful rare weapon, or even just a rare item, but especially a rare weapon. And it's going to make the first couple levels of the dungeon go by a lot quicker because you'll be able to one-shot a lot of enemies since you inflict so much damage, and really try to stock up on your soul fragments early on. Now, of course, this strategy does not always pan out. More often than not, it doesn't. But it is cool when you do get to experience it. So let's go ahead into the green circle room. There's another goblin, and he's not going to know what's coming either, guys. We're going to freaking splatter this dude's noggin. He's going to attack first. He needs a 5 or better. Would you look at that, guys? He actually does it. He does 2 damage. We're going to block 1 on the shawl because we have to. And then the other 1 damage we'll block with our innate toughness. So we don't take any damage, but he is chipping away at our shawl, and we only have 1 durability left. We need a 3 or better to hit him. We just managed to get it with a 3, and we've got a 3 for damage. So 4 plus 1 is 5. Minus 2 toughness is 3, and he's got 3 health, just like his buddy in the room before. So we gain another experience point. We are up to 10. We get Purge whenever we hit 12. We also gain a fragment, and we would gain a gold, but we're filled up on our gold pouch, and we get another pouch, another loot pouch. We got a 4, and that is a potion. What kind of potion are we going to get? Don't roll a 3. We rolled a 2. I believe we just got a fear elixir, guys. Let's go. We got the fear elixir. You may discard this card to reduce your fear by 2. Excellent. We'll hang on to that. It's really good considering we've got such a low fear threshold as the dwarf. Awesome. I love this game, by the way. This game is so fun. I love how smoothly and quickly it plays, and it's just fun. I love it, dude. I love this game. Let's keep on going here. Now, okay, before we take a step, I've got a decision to make. Do I want to go visit this room and then spend a step and then have to spend 2 steps backtracking for a total of 3 steps? Or do I want to just spend the 1 step now and leave? Considering we have such a crazy weapon, I'm not too afraid of enemies at this point. I'm more afraid of running out of oil and being in the dark, accumulating fear. So I think I'm actually going to leave the level. So I'm going to spend 1, and we're going to go down to level 2. So we're going to set this over this way, and we're just going to head down to level 2. You know what I mean, guys? Let's just go to level 2. Let's get the heck out of here. Not dilly-dally around too much, letting our lantern oil burn out. So then we're going to spend another step, and we're going to go into this green circle room. And we've got a skeleton and a blood altar. Well, I really want to go to the blood altar, so we're going to fight the skeleton, even though he's a jerk, and he's not going to give us any soul fragments, because he's a soulless husk. But we're going to fight him anyway. We're on level 2, so he's going to have 2 modifier cards. He's got 6 speed. He going to attack first, bro. What does he get? He rolls a 4 and misses. Get wrecked. We need a 3 or better to hit. We hit him for 5, so 4 plus 1 is 5. Minus 1 is 4 damage, and see, they're already getting tougher. We're not one-shotting this guy. 4 damage. Well, 5 damage total, but 1 he blocks, so it's going to put him down to 2. I'm debating whether or not I want to spend the 2 stamina. I think I do. I think I'm just going to spend it, and we're going to kill him. Because he can hit kind of hard. Well, he doesn't hit that hard. I don't want him to break my shawl, though. Yeah, I don't want him to break my shawl, so we're going to kill him. We're going to kill him. We're going to gain 2 experience points and go up to 12. And just like that, we have unlocked Purge. It's an activated skill that says, you may spend 1 HP to reduce your poison or fear by 1. That is really, really good. Blood Mage is cool. That's a really unique skill. I like that. And then, no fragments. We get 1 gold. We're filled up, and we get a common loot. And the common loot is a 9. What is that? What is that? It is a short sword. It is cool. Once per battle, you may add 1 to your roll when rolling to inflict damage to an enemy. That is a very neat item to get early on. It's quite an upgrade from your starting item, but yeah, dude, we ain't getting rid of this thing. This might be the best weapon in the game. This thing's insane. So we're going to keep on going from there. We took down the skeleton, and we're going to sacrifice 1 HP at the blood altar. And boom, there we go. That is going to remove 1 of the boss's modifier cards at the end. And of course, they always start with 5 by default. So now the boss will have 4 if we make it there. Okay, let's spend a step. And my goodness, guys, our lantern is about to burn out, guys. Where's the key? It's over here in that room. Where do I want to go? I think I want to go down this way, and then around. Yeah, okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm plotting out my course. We're going to go down into this green circle room. I want to try to hit up as many rooms as I can. There's a goblin in here. There's also a quest. We could maybe potentially get oil off the goblin if we get a 6 from the loot pouch. So we're going to try it. And I want to get that quest too. And I want his soul fragment. So multiple reasons to just go ahead and fight this guy. He's faster with 3 speed. He's got 2 toughness. Dang. And a strength. He's going to attack. He misses. He needed 5 or better. Guys, our armor class is coming in so clutch this game. We're going to attack. We need 4 or better. Or 3 or better, rather. We rolled a 4. 1 for damage. So 4 plus 1 is 5. Minus 2 is 3, and he's got 4 health, so we're going to bump it up to 1 to do 4 damage and take him down. We're going to gain 1 experience point. We're going to gain 1 soul fragment. We're still full on gold, and we're gonna roll for a loot pouch, not for a loot. And, oh, we didn't get the 6. We did roll a 4, though, for a potion, and we're filled up on potions. We rolled a 3. That's a speed potion. We already have it. Okay, that's fine. If we would have rolled like a 1 for a healing potion or something, I probably would have just drank the fear elixir to get rid of this fear and then scooped up the healing potion, but it's okay. We ended up rolling a duplicate potion. We already have it. So that is it. He had an empty potion bottle on him. And then we're going to we're going to shuffle up the quest cards, and we're going to get a random quest. Give these a little mix. And what do we get? Ransack. Resolve the campsite or the hag's hut. And we can get either a loot chest, a rare loot, or a talisman, bros. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to keep our eyes peeled for the campsite and hag's hut, everybody. Let me know if we happen to see that, okay? Let me know. Let's go ahead and take a step. We're going to go over into this red diamond room, and we need to find oil right now. No, there's a goblin and a gold, and there is a blood altar. I really want to go to the blood altar, guys. We do have the fear elixir to take care of at least a couple of turns of roaming in the dark. I kind of want to just do it, dude. I want to go to that blood altar. We're going to do it, guys. So another little measly goblin. We've been fighting a lot of goblins in this dungeon. He's going to attack first. He needs a 5 or better to hit. He doesn't hit. I was expecting him to hit just now because I called him measly, but thankfully he didn't. We need a 3 or better. We completely missed with a 1. He retaliates. Uh-oh. He rolled a 5. Crap. So he's going to do 2 plus 1 is 3 damage. We're going to block 1 on the shawl and then 2 with our innate toughness. So we block all the damage at least, but it breaks our shawl and we're back down to 4 armor class. But you know what? I'm okay with it, dude. 4 armor class is still already really good. That 5 armor class was just insane though. Yeah, that lasted a really long time. That was awesome. That was one of the best uses of a starting gear that I've had in a while. It lasted like almost a level and a half. Really, really good. So we're going to retaliate. And we hit him. We rolled a 3 for damage, so 4 plus 1 is 5. Minus his 1 toughness is 4, and he's got 4 HP, so he is dead. So we gain 1 XP, 1 soul fragment. For the millionth time, we're filled up on gold, so we can't get that. And we're going to roll for a loot pouch. And yes, no way, dude, we rolled a 6 and we get oil. That's so lucky, dude. Come on. That's so lucky. For all the complaining I do about how unlucky I get, that's actually really lucky. I get very lucky with oil for some reason. And then we also find a gold, but we're filled up. And then there is the blood altar. So I'm going to sacrifice 1 HP and go up to 2. So now the boss will have 2 less modifiers. So he'll have 3 modifiers. And that's it. We went through the whole dungeon deck. Let's go ahead and shuffle it up. This is cool. This is a fun adventure so far. I'm really enjoying playing as the dwarf. It's a very different experience because he's not very strong and he's also really slow. He also doesn't have much stamina or fear threshold to work with, but just the fact that he's got such a high armor class and his toughness is so high, it makes him very interesting. Really, really cool. And he does have low health, but again, with the high toughness, it really makes up for it. All right, so let's go ahead and get this all nice and mixed. Like so. These are getting kind of curled up. I feel like I might need to like re-sleeve these soon. Some of these are getting kind of curled and wonky, like this one right here in particular. Super wonky. I don't even know if it's getting shuffled in properly. It probably is, but I need to re-sleeve these. I want some that fit better. I had got some that someone recommended. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was it Oz? Was it you, dude? One of you guys had recommended some sleeves. I think it was like swan sleeves or something. And like, they're just barely too small. I don't know if the batch that I got was like an error or something, but like they fit the cards almost perfectly, but they're so snug that they make the cards like bow, like from the sides, they make it like bow inward like that. So I don't know if maybe I need to just wear them in a little bit more, but man, they fit like perfectly around the cards, so snug, but like a little too much. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try again or find some other sleeves if you guys know. Also, that is a question that I get constantly. The most commented comment that I have on all of my videos by far is, what kind of sleeves do you use? I get asked that question constantly. And you know, I'm not complaining. I like it. It's cool. It's good for the YouTube algorithm, right? Keep leaving your comments. So yeah, so if you want to know, leave a comment down below. No, but even though it does help me when you guys leave comments, leave a comment anyway. You can leave a comment thanking me for telling you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I use, just for you guys that are wondering, if you happen to be wondering and you're watching the video right now, that way you don't have to leave a comment and ask. I use Sleeve Kings 56 by 87 millimeter sleeves. That's what these sleeves right here are. And I round the edges. I was cutting them with scissors at first. So some of them are a little bit crude, like this one. And then I got this like corner puncher thing where you like slide the sleeve in and then you press down on it and it like cuts it into a rounded corner. So I've been doing that. So yeah, I use Sleeve Kings 56 by 87 millimeter sleeves for the mint tin sized cards, which are these bigger mint tin sized cards. And then for the mini cards, you can go on the gamecrafter.com and literally search mini sleeves. And I use the mini sleeves for these ones right here, and they come in packs of 100. So yeah, that's the sleeves that I use to sleeve up all these mint tin games. So go nuts. Go ahead and get some sleeves. And yeah, you know, you might just want to round the corners off so that they fit back in the tin. I would also recommend too, I didn't mean for this to turn into this, but while we're talking about it, I used to put a piece of yarn under here, but then my buddy Brian gave me this ribbon. So I actually use this ribbon to put under the cards. So that way when I set them in the tin, I can pull on one side of it to pop them out, because with these sleeves, they can get kind of crammed up like underneath the lip of the tin. And it is a pain in the butt to get out. If you don't have something under and to pull them out, you literally have to grab the sleeves and like peel out each card one at a time. That is no good. So make sure that you have something to put underneath it. There we go. Okay. I think that is it. Also, you know what I might do too at the end of this video, because people keep asking me for this and I forget literally every time, guys. I'm so sorry. It's not that I'm ignoring you guys. I just have a goldfish memory. I hope I remember to do this. I'm going to feel so bad if I talk about it right now and then forget to do it again. People ask me to repackage the games in the tins, and they want to see that happen. So I'm going to do that at the end of the playthrough. I'm going to put the stuff back in the tin so that you guys can see how I do it. Okay. So where were we? I believe we're going to head over here into this room to grab the key, right? So we're going to take a step. We're going to head over into the, oh no. We're going to go up actually into this yellow triangle room. I'm going to loop back around that way and grab that on the way out. So we've got a giant ooze in here. That is a cool enemy, and we could get an uncommon loot from him. There's also the prospect of a quest in the room, which I do like. You know what I mean? So I think we're going to go ahead and do this, guys. We're going to fight this giant ooze. Let's see what we got here. Giant ooze. Where are you, giant ooze? Giant ooze. Where the hell is the giant ooze? Is it on the back of the hag? Where's the hag? There she is. On the back of the hag. Look at that, dude. I remember some things. Okay, he's got a couple of modifier cards. There we go. He's got 2 speed, like us. He's still faster. He goes, ooh, you know what we could do? We're going to use the speed potion, dude. We're going to chug this. Glub, glub, glub. You may discard this card to increase your speed by 2 until the end of a battle. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so we go up to 4 speed. So we get to attack first. Watch this. We need a 3 or better. Bam. Ooh, we got him, dude. And then 2. So we're doing 4 plus 1 is 5. He's got no toughness and 7 health. Screw it. I'm spending the 2 stamina that we have left to bump it up to 7. We're one shot in the giant ooze. Get out of my town, bro. Because he does all poison damage. We don't want to play with that. We don't want to mess with that. We already have poison, and we've got a low stamina. So the dwarf, he can't handle too much poison, man. It doesn't take much for him to succumb to poison. So we're going to gain 3 experience points and go up to 17, which is insane. We just need 2 more to get Siphon. And then we're going to gain 2 soul fragments. We would gain a gold, but we're full. And we're going to get an uncommon loot. Give me an armor. Give me something sick. Give me chainmail. Give me a 4. Ooh, a 2. That was close. Ooh, the helmet? Dude, the helmet, bro. The classic, dude. The helmet right here, guys. We get 2 toughness, 0 armor class, and it's got 4 durability. And it says, reduce the amount of fear inflicted to you by enemies and resolution cards by 1. That's excellent, because our fear threshold sucks. So we got a sweet helmet, dude. The dwarf plops his helmet on. Dude, he's geared up now, dude. He's got this awesome looking helmet. He's got Juice's Justice in his hands ready to go. Let's freaking go, dude. So he's going to have 4 durability on that. And it's providing 2 toughness. Amazing. Plus his 2 innate toughness. Dude, ain't nothing hitting us, dude. The dwarf is really good. Holy crap. He's pretty good. Okay. Was that it for the ooze? That was it for the giant ooze, and then there is a quest in the room. So let's go ahead and snag the quest. Remember, we got to keep our eyes peeled for the campsite or the hag's hut. We got haunting here, dude. We're going to play home in Crypt Crawler. Defeat a shade, banshee, or ghost. Okay, keep your eyes peeled for ghosts, guys. Maybe we do want to get our lantern to go out and roam around in the dark. Not really, but maybe. Maybe if we could find the other, we got the apparition event here. That's one way to fight ghosts outside of the dark. And also the sepulcher is another one where you could fight ghosts outside of the dark. You know, like without your lantern being burnt out, I guess. So let's go ahead and roll. Or not roll. Well, let's roll. Let's roll through the dungeon. We're going to go this way. We're just strolling through the dungeon. We're going to get a green circle room. It's a spider. I don't want to fight a spider. I want to push my luck into a freaking troll again, guys. Troll number 2. Oh, I got something for you, bro. Where you at? Let me see. I got something to show you that your buddy dropped for me on level 1. He wanted me to return this to you. Here we go. He's got 2 speed. Dang it. I should have saved my speed potion. But you never know what's going to happen. He going to attack first. He needs a 4 better. Oh, man. He hits us with the 5. 5 damage also, so 3 plus 1 is 4. We're going to block all of that. 2 on the helmet. Put the durability down to 3. And then 2 on our innate toughness. Dude, the dwarf is so tough. He just like tanked a hit from a troll, man. It's a good thing we got this helmet because that would have dinked us down to 9 health just then. Okay, we're going to retaliate with Juice's Justice. We need a 4 or better. This guy's tough to hit. But we hit him, dudes. He's a big target. So we hit him. We rolled a 4 for damage, so 4 plus 1 is 5. Minus 3 armor, though, is only 2 damage. Holy crap, this might actually be pretty damn hard. Yeah, this might actually be pretty tough. Okay, so we hit him for 2. It puts him down to 7. Oof. Okay. Yikes, we're going to have to hit this guy quite a lot. Dude, if we can roll a 6 to burn him, that'll be excellent, because it'll bypass his toughness. Okay, the troll is going to attack. He freaking hits us again, dude. No way. For 4. So same outcome. We're going to block all the damage. Dude, we're blocking so much damage. It's insane. We're going to attack. Come on, dude. Give me double 6s. Oh, man. So close. I roll a 1 to hit, so that's not going to do it. We could re-roll. I kind of want to. I think I'm going to re-roll because this could be nasty if we can get this. We got a 50-50 shot right here. Oh, we didn't get it. Sunk cost fallacy. I'm re-rolling again. Come on. Come on. Yes, we got it with the 4. Let's go, guys. And then the 6 for damage. So 4 burn damage and then 1 physical. He blocks the 1 physical with his 3 toughness. But dudes, he takes 4 burn. So then on his turn, he takes 4 burn damage and goes down from 7 to 3. Holy crap. Your toughness is no match for my burn damage. And then he goes down to 3 burn. So he'll die next turn. He's going to attack. And he misses. Excellent. We're going to swing at him just because. Why not? See if we can hit him. We did hit him for 4 plus 1 is 5 minus 3 is 2. So that puts him down to 1. And then he takes 3 burn. He was going to die either way right there. So he takes the 3 burn and croaks. And we get 3 experience points. And we're maxed out on XP, guys, when we unlock our final skill, Siphon. Says, once per battle, you may spend 2 HP to inflict 5 damage to an enemy, ignoring their toughness. That is pretty insane. It's cool as a blood mage, too, because it's like you siphon your own health. You sacrifice your own HP to deal a bunch of damage. Very cool. And then we get 3 fragments, but we're already maxed out. 3 gold, but we're already maxed out. But guys, we get a rare loot. We need anything but a 17. 3. Can you even imagine if we would have, dude? 3. What is this, guys? This is an OG one. The rune! Oh, baby! Oh, guys. It's on now. It is on now, dude. It's been so long since I got the rune, dude. Increase your strength by 1. Let's go, dude. Reptoid and Orc. Step aside, bro. The dwarf is here. Dude, we're doing 2 damage now. 2 extra damage with our 2 strength. Let's go. So good. Such a good pickup. Dude, insane. We got crazy loot this game. This is fun. This is fun. Okay, and I think that is it for the troll. But then, an odd pungent odor permeates the air. Toxic gas is seeping into the room. They should probably do something about that in this dungeon. There's just gas seeping in from everywhere. We rolled a 1 plus 2 poison. Yikes. Okay, that could have been worse because you can get 3 or 4 poison in this one too. Damn, dude. I don't want to die to poison. That would be such a crappy way to go out, dude. Getting as lucky as we've gotten with our loot this game. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to go into this yellow triangle room, and we need to get this poison off of us. What do we have here? We've got a rat, And there is a shrine. Excellent. Okay, we're going to definitely do this. Where is this rat? Oddly enough, I don't remember ever fighting a rat in a yellow room. I've probably gotten this before because I played the game a billion times, but for some reason I don't remember ever getting this outcome. Kind of interesting. It's possible that I haven't. There's a lot of different outcomes depending on what symbol you're on and what room you flip. There's a lot of different ones. So the rat attacks first. He misses us. He needed a 4 and he rolled a 2. We need anything but a 1 on the black die and we got a 3. Excellent. 5 for damage. So we're dealing 4 plus 2 now is 6. Minus his 1 toughness is 5 and he's got 5 health. The rune coming in clutch already, dude. We wouldn't have killed him because we didn't have any stamina left. He would have had 1 HP. The rune put us over the edge and took him down. So we're going to gain 1 XP. We're maxed out. We're not worried about XP anymore. We would gain a fragment, but we're filled up on fragments. Dang, dude, between this rat and that last troll, that's 4 fragments we missed out on. We don't gain any gold. We couldn't anyway because our pouch is full. And we're going to get a loot pouch, and it is a 3. It is a food. Okay, we'll take that. And then there is a shrine in the room. So we're going to spend all 5 of these, and we're going to get either 1, 2, 3, or 4 over here from the soul crystals. We rolled a 6. We're going to roll again. We rolled a 5. We're going to roll this dice instead. We rolled a 1. We're going to get... Dude, this is the exact same order that we got the soul crystals last time. Insane. So we got the amethyst soul crystal once again. We're going to be fighting one of the new bosses from the quest expansion. Okay, let's go ahead and eat our food to gain a stamina. I'm going to take a step, and we're going to go into the final green circle room with the key. And, ooh, 2 gold and a dart trap. I don't want more poison from the dart trap. I'm going to push my luck into a loot pouch. Okay. Let's see what we get here. 2, a common loot. Okay, this could be something actually useful. Some kind of body armor would be nice. We rolled a 4, and that's literally exactly what we just got. We just got a tunic. Kidding me, dude? Ask and you shall receive. Some body armor would be nice. Boom, here's a piece of body armor. Gives you 1 toughness. It's got 4 durability. Look at our inventory, guys. Look at this over here. Is that not a beautiful sight? That is a beautiful sight. I love it. We didn't fight a Shade Banshee or Ghost yet, did we? No, we have not. Got to keep our eyes peeled for the campsite and the hag slut, too. Granite dragon statues in the corners of the room blast searing hot flames from their mouths. Okay, this sucks, but at least it's not going to poison us. 5. Negative 2 HP. We're going to block it on the helmet. The helmet is down to 1, dude. Uh-oh. Okay, and then there's a shop in the room. Oh my gosh, rejoice. We can actually spend some gold. We're in a green shop, though, so we only have access to the bottom shelf. I'm going to spend 3 gold to buy 2 food. I'm going to spend 2 gold to get this negative 1 poison antidote that I desperately need. And I'm going to spend 1 gold to get +1 health from the health potion down there. And that is it. I'm also going to eat my 2 food. And I'm going to gain 2 stamina and go up to 3. We're going to scoop up the key. We're going to spend a step. And we're going to move down to level 3 of the dungeon. Just like so. Let's go, guys. See what we got here for level 3, dudes. Pretty good map right here. There's a little bit of backtracking. Could definitely be worse. There's a lot of rooms here. There's 7 rooms. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a step in to this yellow triangle room. And what do we have? We've got an uncommon loot. Dude, there's a blood altar in here. This is such a good outcome. This yellow triangle room with the uncommon loot and the blood altar. Super good. But what do we get? I am destroying the dungeon every time I roll this die. No way, dude. We rolled a 2. We found a helmet. Boom. We get a brand new fresh helmet with 4 durability. Let's freaking go. Amazing. 2 helmets in 1 run. No way. There's also a blood altar, so I'm going to sacrifice 1 HP, and we're going to interact with it. And dude, we've got 3 blood altars. That's insane. Can you imagine if we get 5 blood altars and the boss has no modifier cards? That would just be nuts. I don't know if I've ever done that. I'm not sure. Let's spend a step to move into this green circle room. And what lies inside? There's a zombie just shuffling around. I'm going to push my luck into an orc. Let's go, dude. Yeah, man. We about to fight this orc, bro. Give me your uncommon loot, boy. He's going to have 3. We're on level 3. He's going to have 3 modifier cards. He's got 4 speed. He's pretty quick, bro. He's pretty quick. He's going to attack first. He needs a 4 or better to hit. He completely misses with snake eyes. Thank you. Keep that up, guys. Several of the enemies have done that so far. We need a 3 or better. Dude, we rolled a 5 to hit and 6 for damage. 4 burn and then 2 damage. He blocks 1 and takes 1, so he goes from 7 down to 6. I'm going to actually spend 2 extra stamina to bump that up so that he drops to 4. And we did 4 burn damage. And now it's his turn, and he takes 4 burn damage, which ignores his toughness, and he's dead. Get completely destroyed. It did cost 2 stamina, and we're down to 1. But you know what? I don't care. These guys hit really, really hard. And he's got 3 strength, so the least he's going to be hitting for is 5. We would block a lot of it, I guess, to be fair. But you know what? Get out of my town anyway, dude. Get completely destroyed. We're going to get 2 fragments. We're going to get 2 gold. We're going to get an uncommon loot. Guys, this is the run. We rolled a 14. What is that? What is a 14 uncommon? A mask, dude. You may avoid combat with zombies and skeletons. I don't like that as much as the helmet. We're going to keep the helmet. That is a cool item, but I ain't worried about that. We're going to keep the helmet. All right, let's go ahead and put this over... Whoa. Oh, yeah. We pushed into this orc. Okay, I was about to say, I got confused for a second. Okay, we pushed into the orc. That's all that was in the room. We're going to take a step. Our lantern is getting low, guys. It is getting very low. We're going to go down to this green circle room. We need oil desperately. A food, a gold, and a shrine. I mean, it's hard to pass up free stuff. I'm going to take the food and the gold. I'm going to then eat the food and gain a stamina. We can't interact with the shrine. I'm going to spend a step. We're going to go over here, into this red room with the key. The key is supposed to be right there. Let's see what we get in this red room. A dragonkin. Yes, we can get oil from beating this guy. Guys, we are lucking out big time, dudes. Let's go. Now the oil is kept guarded behind this dragonkin. I could see the oil flask dangling from his waist, from his belt. I'm like, oof, could really use that. I think I'm gonna fight this guy. Okay, let's go ahead and get this mixed up. I really like the way the dragonkin came out too. I know my artwork is like super campy, but you know, it's as good as I can do. I like the way he came out. I think he looks cool. I like how vibrant all the colors are in the game. I intentionally made it sort of like old school, like, I don't want to say cartoon looking, but kind of like, I don't know. It gives me like old school D&D vibes. Okay, there we go. Very, very nice. And we're going to get an extra one. But yeah, I like the way the dragonkin came out. He looks cool. I like his little skull helmet thing. Okay, let's see. Let's put him like so. He's got 4 speed. He attacks first. What does he do? He wails on us. He doesn't do too much, though. He's only doing 1 plus 1 is 2 damage, and I'm just going to soak that up on our fresh helmet that we got here, dude. The dwarf just, like, lunges his head forward and just blocks the blow with the with his helmet. Okay, we're going to attack. We need 3 or better. We completely whiff with a 1. It's bound to happen. The dragonkin attacks. He misses. We attack. We hit. We've got 5 for damage, so 4 plus 2. Dude, this rune is so good. 4 plus 2 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. And he's got 9 health, so it puts him down to 5. Also, our masochist skill is like never going to proc, because it says once per battle when an enemy inflicts damage to you and reduces your HP. We've got so much armor, we're not using HP. You would gain 1 strength until the end of the combat. But hey, we got the rune to make up for it. The dragonkin attacks. He hits us. Uh-oh. He might whittle our armor down. He's doing 2 damage. We're going to block that on the helmet. We are going to attack. We need 3 or better. We hit him. Roll a 1, so that's 4. Plus 2 is 6. Minus 2 is 4, and I'm going to spend 1 stamina to bump it up to 5 and take him down, guys. We're going to gain 2 fragments. We just need 1 more. We're going to gain 1 gold, and most importantly, we gain an oil, and we get to fill up our entire oil flask. Let's go. There's also a shop in the room, which is incredible. Are we in a red room? Oh my god. Dude. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 to buy this poison antidote and remove a poison. I'm going to spend... Screw it, dude. I'm spending 5, and I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this soul fragment. Ooh, do I want to do that? No, we don't have any way to skip a battle. I spent 5 on it. Yeah, so I was at 6. We don't have any way to skip a battle, so any shrine we find is probably going to be paired with an enemy that we're also going to defeat to gain the last soul crystal. So I think instead I'm actually going to spend 3 gold and buy this plus 3 health potion and go from 11 back up to 14. We're at our maximum starting health again. You can't exceed that unless you have a talisman that gives you extra maximum health. And I think I want to buy food. So I'm going to spend 3, and we're going to buy 2 food off the bottom shelf. And that is it. Yeah, so that's it for that room. That was actually really good. That was really, really good. So then I'm going to eat the 2 food, and we're going to gain 2 stamina. Nice. So we healed back up to full health. We got a couple of stamina, and we also removed some poison. Okay, cool. Let's scoop up the key. We'll put that over that way. And now we need to go 1, 2 to get out of this room. So 1, 2. We're going to go into this red diamond room. And let's see if we could finish this off, guys. In oil. You know what? Sure, we'll pick it up. And then we'll take 1 step. And we're going to go into this yellow triangle room. And what do we have here? A snake and a blood altar. Dude, we got to do it, man. We got to do it. We got to get all these blood altars. Okay, we're going to fight this snake. We're fighting such a wide variety of enemies in this dungeon. This is cool. Okay, we got a snake here. He's very fast. He gets to attack first. He misses us. Loving this armor class on the dwarf. We need 3 or better to hit. We hit him. We're doing 4 plus 2 is 6 damage. He's got no toughness, and he's got 7 HP, and I'm just going to spend 1 and kill him. And we're going to gain 1 fragment. No gold, and we get to remove a poison. Nice, dude. We got a lot of this poison down, which is excellent. And then I'm going to spend a health, and we're going to bump our die over here up to 4, since we have interacted with 4 blood altars. That is just crazy. Amazing. I actually want to go check out this room. So I'm going to spend a step. We're going to go up into this green circle room and see what we find. A rat. I'm going to push my luck into a demon and another shrine. No way, dude. Another blood altar. Oh, man, but there's a demon, dude. There is a freaking demon. Where is he? There he is. Oh, man, this could be bad, guys. It could be good, too. We could destroy him with Juice's Justice over here and get another rare loot. We are really armored up, guys. Yeah. Dude, this is actually really good. Okay, here we go. He is very fast, though. He's got 8 speed. He attacks first. He needs 4 or better. He hits us. No. He rolls a 5. Oh my god, he's doing 4, 6, 7 damage, dude. Jeez. So we block 2 here on the helmet. Puts it down to 1. We block 1 on the tunic. Puts it down to 3. So that's 3 damage blocked. And then we block 2 from our innate toughness. That's 5. So we take 2 damage. Bloop, bloop. And then it procs Masochist once per battle when an enemy inflicts damage to you and reduces your HP. You gain 1 strength until the end of combat. So our strength goes up to 3 until the end of the combat. So let's put this on 3 so that I remember. Okay, and I believe that is it. We get to attack now. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack. So he's got an armor class of 4. He's only got 1 toughness. He does have 12 health, though. We're going to swing on him with Juice's Justice. We need a 4 better to hit. We are out of lucky coins. And we miss. And we could really use a lucky coin right about now. Shoot. Okay, the demon retaliates. He hits us. Not like this, guys. Not like this, man. He does 7 damage again. Crap. It breaks our helmet. Drops our tunic down to 2 durability. We block 2 more with our innate toughness, and then we take 2 damage. And Masochist only procs once per battle, so... yeah, he broke our helmet. Damn, dude. Brutal. Demons do not play around. We're going to attack. We need a 4 better, please. Don't let me go out like this. Yes, let's go, guys. We rolled a 2. So 4 plus 3 because of our Masochist skill and our rune, getting double buffs here. That is 7 damage. Minus 1 is 6. And he's got 12, so that puts him down to 6. Okay, so that puts him down to 6. We're going to go ahead and do that. I could Siphon also. Once per battle, you may spend 2 HP to inflict 5 damage to an enemy, ignoring their toughness. So what I'm going to do on that last attack is I'm also going to spend 1 stamina to bump up the damage so that he goes down to 5. And then I'm going to use Siphon. I'm going to spend 2 HP. And once per battle, you may spend 2 HP to inflict 5 damage to an enemy, ignoring their toughness. And boom, we'll inflict 5 damage to him with Siphon and kill him. Holy crap, Siphon is insanely good. We would gain 4 XP, but we're maxed out. We would also gain 3 fragments, but we're maxed out. We gain 2 gold. And guys, we get a 3rd rare loot this game. What is it, dudes? A 12. What is that? What is 12? Oh, man, the Blade of Arbex, dude. When you roll a 6 to inflict damage, gain 1 HP, 1 stamina, and 1 gold. Dude, I think I want to use this, man. Oh, man, that is insane, dude. So when you roll a 6 to inflict damage, you gain health, you gain a stamina, and you gain gold. We're going to do it, man. We're going to swap it out and use the Blade of Arbex. That is so sick. Okay, let's go ahead and put this back in the deck. Okay, there we go. So it does a little bit less damage for its first damage output. So on average, it probably actually does a little less damage, but it can technically do more. And it's got a cool, well, I don't know, because Juice's Justice burns also. Juice's Justice is just insane, but this weapon's really good too. It could potentially heal us and gain a stamina back. And gold is good too, I guess, but mainly for the health and the stamina, which is really good. So yeah, we're going to try this out. It is two-handed, and it's cool to pick up a new weapon, and I love the way this one looks. It looks so sick. This one came out really, really cool. I love drawing swords. Very, very fun. Okay, so we took down the demon, get completely destroyed. And then a radiating aura of demonic energy fills the room. You feel overwhelmed by a sense of dread. We rolled a 2, plus 3 freaking fear? Dang, dude. So we go from 0 up to 3. Okay. Wait, we were at 0? I thought we were at 1. No, I guess we were at 0. Okay, so we're at 3 fear. Oh, and then there's also a blood altar in the room, and I can't believe we actually managed to do it, but we did it. I'm going to spend a health, and boom, 5 blood altars, guys. The final boss is going to be a complete pushover, hopefully. He's going to have no modifiers to add any stats to him. That's completely crazy. I don't know if I've ever gotten that before. Really, really nuts. I'm going to drink my fear elixir, and you can discard this card to reduce your fear by 2. So that's going to go down to 1 fear, like so. That'll go there. That'll go there. And I believe that is it. Now we just need to get out of here. So we're going to spend 2 steps to go bloop, bloop, and go down to level 4 of the dungeon. Okay, we're going down to level 4. It's going to go here. We're getting pretty deep in there. Okay, let's see. We're going to put our dude right here on the stairs. We're going to put the key in the key room. We're going to spend a step. We're going to head in, and we just need to find a shrine. We found one. A gold, a rat. A rat and a gold is all that stands between us and the shrine. Here we go, dudes. Here we go. I feel sorry for whatever we're about to fight. Hopefully this rat doesn't kill us. Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine? This rat might be harder than the boss. Look how many freaking modifier cards he has, dude. He's got 4 modifiers. He's got 9 speed. He's just a little bit faster than our 2 speed. He attacks. He does hit. He rolls a 1. He got no strength. You kidding me, dude? So he's doing 1 damage. Okay, we'll soak that up on the tunic. We did run out of armor kind of over here, though, man. That helmet was really, really clutch until the demon smashed it to pieces, crumpled it up like a soda can. We're going to go ahead and attack the rat. We need anything but a 1, and we rolled a 1. The rat's going to attack. He needs a 4 or better, and he rolls a 4. And a 4 for damage, so he's going to do 2. So we're going to block 1 on the tunic and the other one with our innate armor, but it does break our tunic. Freaking jerk turkey. Gotta be kidding me, dude. We're going to put the tunic back. Okay, we got no armor left. Fortunately, we do have our innate armor built in. We need anything but a 1. We got a 5 and a 6 for damage. Dude, Blade of Arbex already paying off. Good choice. 5 plus 2. We don't have that extra strength anymore from Masochist. 5 plus 2 is 7. Minus 1 toughness is 6. And he's got 3, 4. He's only got 5 health, so he's dead. Also, when you roll a 6 to inflict damage, which we did, you gain 1 HP. You gain 1 stamina. And you gain 1 gold. Dude, that is awesome. That is so sick. Cool. And then we gain... well, we would gain an XP and a fragment, but we're filled up. We gain no gold, and we get a loot pouch. So last loot pouch of this run. 2, it is a common loot. Ooh, can we get some armor? Give me a piece of armor. 1. That is a spear. No, we don't want that. It's been so long since I've rolled 1 for a spear. It is a very good common weapon, but yeah, we're definitely going to keep the Blade of Arbex, obviously. And that is it, guys. There's a gold on the floor. We're going to scoop it up. And the shrine, we're going to combine all 5 fragments, and we're going to roll. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. So 1, 2. So that is the top one. So we've got the emerald soul crystal right there. And let's see what we're about to fight here, guys. We've got blue, purple, and green. Blue, purple, and green. What is that? Blue, green, and purple. The frost giant. So we're fighting the frost giant, and he's got literally no modifiers because we hit up all 5 of the blood altars. We weren't able to complete our ransack quest or the haunting quest. That's just how it goes sometimes, man. That's just how it goes sometimes. Very different than the last playthrough where we had a bunch of quests and got to complete some of them. This time we didn't, but it's okay. It's going to happen. So we got the frost giant here. His damage output, he does 2, 3, and 3 physical damage. He's got 11 HP, 1 toughness, 2 strength, and 2 speed. He's very slow as well. And when the frost giant rolls a 6 to inflict damage, so with the red die, you skip your next attack. because he freezes you. So he gets to attack first. I don't think we're missing anything here, guys. Hopefully not. We didn't even have to use our candle all game. You know what? We're going to do it. No, I was going to say we're going to do it just because we're not. It's okay. We're going to let the Frost Giant just go ahead and have his turn. He needs a 4 better. He completely whiffs. I like that. It's a good start for his turn. We need a 4 better as well. We completely whiff. I don't like that so much. The Frost Giant comes back at us here. He rolls a 3 and misses. We got a 50-50 shot here, guys. We hit him. We roll a 1 for damage. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Minus 1 is 4. And we're going to put him down to 7. Right? Yeah, we're going to put him on 7 health. And I got 2 stamina just waiting in the wings to siphon him. Let's keep on going here, guys. Frost Giant retaliates. He misses with a 3 to hit. We attack. We need a 4 better. We got it. 5 for damage. 4 plus 2 is 6. Minus 1 is 5. And we could just spend the 2 to bump it up, but we're going out with a bang. I'm spending 2 stamina. And once per battle with Siphon, you may spend... Oh, it's 2 HP, actually. We could have killed him with the stamina. We're going to do it with Siphon, though. You can spend 2 HP to inflict 5 damage to an enemy, ignoring their toughness. And boom, we siphoned the Frost Giant, dude, and just sucked the life out of him with the Dwarf Blood Mage. Let's go. The Frost Giant falls to his knees and collapses face first in a big thud into the snowy landscape around us. Let's freaking go, guys. That was amazing. We had 5 health left, dude. That was a pretty close one. That was a close one. The Dwarf, super fun. Highly recommend playing the Dwarf if you've got Crypt Crawler quests. Very, very fun. Try a Dwarf Blood Mage, dude. That is a cool combo. I don't know if I've ever played that combo before. Awesome, awesome, fun stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough, man. If you did, hit the thumbs up like button, hit the red subscribe button, and click the bell so you can stay updated every time I upload brand new videos. And we got a win, dudes. We got a win in Crypt Crawler and Crypt Crawler Quest. And as I mentioned earlier, you guys have been wanting to see me rebox the game. And my goldfish memory just remembered when I looked over at the boxes. It triggered the memory. So we're going to do it, guys. If you want to stick around and see how I package everything up, I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but if you want to see it, let's go ahead and do it. So I'm going to hang out with you guys while we go ahead and package everything up. So I'm going to set this tin off to the side for now, and I'm going to package up what I put in the big tin. So the first thing I do is I've got my little rule booklet thing I just keep in the bottom of the tin. Then I put my ribbon like so over the tin. And then I get all of the mint tin sized cards. So let's go ahead and put all of those together. So I've got all my race cards here. I've got all my class cards. We're going to put the dungeon cards over this way. Make sure they're all facing the right way. They are. So I've got our dungeon cards. And then we've got all of our bosses and enemy cards. And then last but not least, we've got our shop and loot table card. And then I take all of those cards and typically I'll cut them in half. And then put 1/2 in, like so. And then I'll put the other half in, like so. Boom, look at that. They all fit right down in there. And then, of course, again, like I mentioned earlier, when I want to pull them out, I could just pull on this ribbon here. And it's going to make a liar out of me. Maybe I'll pull on the other side of the ribbon. I can pull on this ribbon here. There we go. And they pop right out in a big chunk like that. Seems like one side works better than the other. There we go. So put those back in. And then what I do is I take the little red meeple that comes with the game. I put that in there. I also put the key and the lantern token in here. And I put all 3 of the coins in here like so. And then I just put the lid right on top. And boom, it closes up completely. Good to go. I'm going to put this over this way. And then I'm going to grab the small tin. And this one is the Tetris, okay? This is the Tetris tin. So I've got my little fold out stat tracker here, but of course I always just use the play mat, but I keep that in here anyway. I probably could just take this out and save some room, but I like keeping it with the game. So then what I do is I'm going to gather up all of the cards. So we've got all the loot here, so let's go ahead and put all the loot back in order. So we're going to put the rune in its spot. I have to have them where they go, of course. And then we got 11 right there. Perfect. Okay, so we got all of that. We got our starting equipment. We're going to put that with the starting equipment. And then we've got the potions as well. So we'll put all of those together. And then we've got our quests. We'll put those together. There we go. So we got all the mini cards in a stack like this. Now what I do is I take the dice and I do something very particular. So I take the dice and I put them in the bottom of the tin on this side in a line like so. There we go. I'm also going to put them on another row on top. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to put them on top of those dice as well, like so. And it's okay if one goes down in the corner there. And then I take the stack of cards and I put them in the tin, butted up against those dice in the back, like so. So you got a little double stacked row of the dice back there. And then I take the cubes. So we've got all of our cubes here, including the colored or clear cubes rather, and I slide them in the side along here. And we're going to get them all along the side of the cards. So we're kind of making like a little box for the cards to rest in here. There we go. We'll get those in there. And then I make a second row on top. So I know that this is, you know, a little fiddly, but you can get it all to fit. Technically, you can get it all to fit. It just is a little fiddly. I'm going to put it in there like so. There we go. And then I'll put the last two over here like that. And it's okay if it falls, but it's actually staying. And then I take the D20 and I put it up here in this top corner like that. It fits right in there like that. And then I take the, oh, I forgot about my lantern. We'll put the lantern right on top. And then I take my soul crystals and I drop them down into here. And then I can take my last two dice and drop them down into there, just like so. Close the lid and it is completely closed up and good to go. And it's not like closed to where it's barely closing, like it's completely closed. It's got plenty of clearance and everything stays locked up inside of both the tins just like so. So I hope that was helpful for you guys that are struggling to get everything to fit back in there. Hopefully that was a help. If you need one more quick little peek at it here, we got all of the mini dice except for two of them along this side of the tin, and then all the cubes go along the long side, and they're double stacked, the dice and the cubes. And then your D20 over here, all of your 5 soul crystals and your extra 2 dice that you roll. And then all the other cards, the mini cards, just slot right in the middle of them like so. And it closes right up. There it is, guys. So hope that was helpful, man. Again, hit that thumbs up like button, hit the red subscribe button, click the bell. And until next time, have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.